figured out Bonnie's mechanic. I had to watch someone else, but basically, if you hear that sound, watch the cameras. See, he does that. By what it means by let it pass you, it saw you, so it knows you're there. But you have to let it pass through, so that you don't pay attention. So if you put on the mask, you're dead. This one or the other camera, both work. 4 a.m. Yeah, I really thought I wasn't gonna do this. Hi, bud. How are you? I'm good. Bye-bye. Next time. Springbonnie. I actually kind of like talking to these guys because I feel like I can match. Okay, that's the not good one because he's trying to break my camera. Friend, I don't like. Sorry about that. My ear is itchy. I kind of like talking to them because like I can imagine them like talking that like I that. Like I'm like in the camera's like, hey bud, how are you? And then FREDBEAR's like, oh hi, I'm good. How about you? And I'm like, oh, I'm good too. You know, how's your day going? Like, I can just imagine, you know, it's kind of funny. Like off camera while I was on this night, I was just like talking to these guys because I kind of like doing that because like, you know, I don't have viewers to talk to because like, it would kind of be boring. Like, oh, I died. Now you have to go through 6 minutes of bullcrap again. Like, why not just like. I die on 3 a.m. and I'll come back at 4, like the next hour. Okay, that's not a good one. Let's search for where's Springbonnie. 7. So yeah, and I kind of like just talk to these guys, like they're kind of like my friends. Wrong one. Give me it. Oh, I'm dead. Oh! I'm not dead. I am not dead. Someone farting? Fazbear Entertainment storage. FES. Fest. Oh. Easy. I have 2 stars. Let's go. Toy Freddy. Oh, withered. Look, he's like missing his whole freaking arm. Bonnie. Bonnie's also missing her whole arm. Bonnie's, I think, the coolest design with this like mechanical like freaking arm. Yeah, Chica's head is just like coming out of her body. Oh no, she's missing a leg. That's why she's always so wonky. Mango is actually looking better, except for like a few. Yeah, as I was saying, Mango is looking a little bit better, except for like a few breaks here. She's like has more things jammed into her. Balloon Boy is I mean, his arm is kind of broken. The puppet is looking just normal. He's like normal except for like a few cracks. Springbonnie, I kind of actually feel bad for because like really hope he's like if this one arm was broken, that would be okay. But I really hope that if he was a person, his arm was broken. I really hope he was left-handed so that his like right arm just like broken. Because you see, if you look closely, see this thing? This is supposed to be right there. FREDBEAR doesn't actually look that broken, except like for a few withered things away. Like he's missing a kneecap there. Okay, jump scares. Oh god. So wait, what? So if Toy Story jump scare, light mode, not light mode. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen those. I have seen that because I forgot to close it. Oh, if the temperature goes up. That's a jump scare. Yeah, I've seen that. Oh my god, that was a haven't seen that. Dev notes. Oh, they're actually notes. Wow. They're like scratched. He's like, they're taking Toy Bonnie just scratching it out. Oh, so like it's like, oh. Developer has been okay. Toy Bunny was the character that was first in line for a lot of things in the game's development. Okay, this is gonna be a lot of reading. He was the first character model made, the first character programmed, and the first character to have a jump scare made. So he's like the first. It's like FNAF. The first character was Bonnie. When I first started working on this model, I didn't have a remake of FFS, which is Fazbear Entertainment. No, FFS. What? Oh, Fazbear Fright Storage in mind at all. A remake of. I was just making the model for fun. However, once I had it finished, the idea became enticing. He serves. I made the FFS. But it's like probably this is like a remake of the FFS, so I don't know. But I have another fan game in mind and another scary game in mind after the Stanley Parable. Just saying. He serves as the game's unofficial mascot. Sorry about that. Most fan games that take place in the FNAF universe use Freddy, which makes sense considering he's the character that both Freddy Fazbear's Pizza and the FNAF series are named after. And I felt like Toy Bonnie was both a more interesting design and more recognizable design than Toy Freddy. Yeah, I can definitely see that. Oh my god, yeah, I can definitely see that. I also felt that he worked better with the blue tones of the environment. Okay, Chica, which Dorime. So like they were like scratching out what she was gonna be missing. That is terrifying looking at it like that. Toy Chica was the second character model made for the game, and it was probably the one I had the most fun designing. One of the complaints I've seen often with Toy Chica, with the Toy Arm Trance and FNAF 2, was that they simply weren't scary enough, especially compared to the other fantastic character designs that FNAF 2 had to offer. That's actually pretty true because like they're literally toy animatronics for a reason. They're not supposed to be scary. The Withers, like, especially the Wither freaking Bonnie stuff, like especially I think Fredbear and maybe Toy Boy. Oh wait, Balloon Boy doesn't have a. What the hell is Balloon Boy's mechanic? Like that's pretty scary. I'm gonna say. Anyway, okay. To recitify, I don't know how to read that word. I tried to exaggerate the most unsettling aspect to each toy animatronic in their withering. Thank you. That they're actually all terrifying. I think Toy Chico is the biggest success in this regard. Yes, like the freaking head popping out of her head is freaking terrifying. I think Toy Chico is the biggest success in this regard. The crooked smile has unsettling many a playtester. Many a playtester. Oh, not that. More of the head, but okay, you do you. During playtesting, she was the character that got people killed frequently. Yeah, the only reason why she got me killed is because they toy not toy Mango and Toy Chica make the same freaking sounds. Okay, so Toy Chica and sorry about the Toy Chica and Mango make the same vent sound. So I was like, wait, is that Mango? No, that's Toy Chica, and I just missed the freaking button and died. Okay, frequently because she would arrive at the Opus vent and stubbornly refuse to leave. Oh yeah, that too. Sometimes for the entire night. To rectify this, her AI was adjusted to make this happen much less often. But I miss watching playtesters panic as she kept training more of their power. That's evil! Okay, Toy Freddy. I had to take my headphones off. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Toy Freddy was the third character model made for the game and presented the greatest design challenge for me. I like to use this note to thank Audium, mentioned in the game's credits as creative assistant. He was? Oh, I skipped it, didn't I? He was a big help in designing each character model and was the one responsible for the red scribble sketches visible on a few pages. Originally, Toy Freddy left instantly when the flashlight shined on him. Playtesters felt this made him too easy to deal with, so his mechanic was changed. Toy Freddy leaving animation was created by Hayes, who is mentioned in the credits for additional animation. He asked me if he could create an animation for the game and did a fantastic job. I thanked him with a hidden Easter egg that can be accessed during any night. Okay, and you're not going to tell me this? Mango was the fourth character model created, being the final model of the main four. Surprisingly, the design process for her came the most naturally to me. How do you wither a character that was already almost entirely exposed endoskeleton? Simply, you don't take any away, you give. Mangle's rig has 127 individual joints. What? Imagine having that in real life. She was an absolute blast to pose for her camera renders. I had a self-imposed challenge of every pose being down from scratch to keep each render feeling nice and mangly. Mangle is my favorite character for FNAF 2, and I wanted to make sure she had an unique and memorable mechanic for this game. The sacrificing of extra endo parts to jam the vents fans was an idea I was really happy with, and was kept hidden from playtesters until they tried the game for themselves. The panic about hearing the first fan go down told me everything I needed to know. In all honesty, I didn't care much about BB when I first started development. He was a late addition. However, I did not regret adding him to the game in the slightest. Almost without fail, the first hello would cause playtesters to swear at me. That alone made his addition to the game worth it. Puppet. Another late addition, but one that made all too much sense, the puppet was the last character programmed into the main night gameplay. Though its model was originally planned to be captured and torn, I felt this was a bit excessive. I ended up taking a less is more strategy with its design, going with a simple cracked mask. The puppet went under more AI changes and testing than other characters. The man initially the puppet, I don't know how to read that word, was a bit of a pushover. It could only appear in cams 5 and 7 and went away instantly when looked at. Following testers' feedback, this was changed twice. First, the puppet was changed to appear on all ground level cameras and then changed again to take a few seconds to leave. Feedback towards these changes was overwhelmingly positive. Springbonnie was created years after the other character models. Years? Only being made once the game resumed development after an extended hiatus. I don't know how to read that word. Unlike the other characters, which were textured in Blender texture paint, Springbonnie textures were made using Substance Painter and would later be used for FREDBEAR. Springbonnie's mask is slightly distorted to give the appearance of a crooked smile from certain angles. Really? Designing him was challenging, and I had to make sure players wouldn't mistake him for Springtrap. Well, we kind of failed at that, I gotta say. And also recognize that well, actually, there's no body in it, like you can see through the cracks, so. And also, he has his mouth open, which doesn't show a paw. What the hell is this? With a mistake for Springtrap. And also recognize that this wasn't the suit that became Springtrap. He's destroying his arm, a feature Springtrap doesn't have. It's part of my solution to this issue. FREDBEAR. FREDBEAR was the final character model created for the game. Though I had initially planned for FREDBEAR to be much more withered, I ended up keeping him mostly whole. Good choice. Removing sections of limbs made him feel too weak to be a threat. The intimidation that many players felt when they first saw Nightmare Fredbear in FNAF 4 is something I wanted to replicate. Originally, Fredbear would sneak into the office from Camp 7 and forcibly pull down the player's monitor while it was up. This function similar to the withered animatronics from FNAF 2, where the player only had a short amount of time to put on the mask. However, this was both jarring and didn't mesh well with the existing gameplay, so the mechanic was changed. Development of this game had been quite the journey, almost 3 years from the start to finish. While much of that time was not active development, it still feels too nice to get the skeleton out of my closet. Hopefully it was worth the wait. I'm not quite sure what I'll be doing FNAF-wise now that the game is done. This game was culmination of the inspirations, talents and passions I had picked up over years of being in the community, not beginning. While I'm much less involved with the community now, this game has always been intended as my special thanks to FNAF as a whole. I'm not sure what the future holds, but regardless of what I do next, I hope you guys will be with me for it. Thank you for playing, and I hope you enjoyed. Till we meet again, Michael. Okay, so I'm not doing what the hell? It already set to 2020. Oh wait. Show must go on. Creepy crawlies. Power struggle. Follow me. Follow me? What the hell? Oh, it's just these guys. Cupcake challenge. Golden Freddy. And custom. I'm not doing these challenges. I may do them if you guys really want them on some stream. But yeah, well, thankfully I beat this game. And yeah, so I gotta go now. And I guess that was for the video. And I'll see you next one. Bye bye.